Most people see a lost cause, a piece of junk left to rust. But she sees something else entirely, a hidden soul waiting for a second chance. In this forgotten vehicle lies a secret history, a story waiting to be uncovered. What you're about to witness is not a simple repair. It is a resurrection, a battle to bring cold steel back to life. The first step is a difficult rescue, pulling the machine from the wilderness that has claimed it. The wheels are a testament to its long and difficult past. Once rescued, the ritual of purification begins. Beneath the hood, the true challenge is revealed. The engine, the heart of the machine, is a landscape of decay. Years of neglect are caked onto every surface. Every wire, every hose tells a story of abandonment. This is where the real work begins. A closer look shows the grime and corrosion that must be overcome. The engine is a complex puzzle waiting to be solved. The delicate process of disassembly starts, each part a clue. The old battery, the silent heart, is replaced with a promise of new energy. The intricate surgery on the engine continues. Each component is carefully revived. The transformation is astonishing. From a muddy wreck to a clean slate, the pride of accomplishment is clear. Now, we dive deeper into the anatomy of an engine. With the precision of a surgeon, she removes a tiny, critical component. The engine's fuel system is carefully taken apart, piece by greasy piece. All the delicate components are laid bare in a bath of oil. The careful process of reassembly begins, memory and skill guiding her hands. A single scratch on her finger tells a story of hard, dedicated work. The fuel lines, the arteries of the machine are methodically removed. It is a slow, focused process where one mistake could undo everything. A young woman stands as master of this complex mechanical world. A different engine? A different problem? This one requires raw power. The fuel injectors, once clogged and useless, are now revealed. A closer look at the precision components that give the engine its power. The fuel lines are reconnected with painstaking accuracy. Every connection must be perfect, every fitting secure. The final bolt is tightened, a small victory in a long battle. The newly cleaned injectors are carefully installed back into the engine block. Now reassembled, they stand ready to deliver life-giving fuel. This part of the engine has been reborn. The result of hours of unseen labor is a fully restored engine. The work continues. On another vehicle, a hidden leak tells a story of internal decay. A small tool is used to probe and clean a delicate part. The engine bay is a chaotic landscape of wires and aging parts. The story takes another dramatic turn. A vehicle is trapped by the wilderness. She walks through the rural landscape, preparing for the rescue. She attempts a field repair, working on the battery connections. An air compressor is brought in to breathe life back into a flat tire. The tire itself is caked in mud, a sign of the struggle. With the battery in hand, she prepares another attempt to start the car. Using a tree trunk for leverage, she puts her full strength into freeing the vehicle. When muscle isn't enough, she turns to another machine for help. A tow rope is prepared, connecting the rescuer to the rescued. The rope is attached. The final preparations for the tow are made. The tow rope goes taut. The battle against the mud begins. Slowly but surely, the stuck SUV begins to move. The small tractor strains, but its power is enough to win the fight. Free at last, the rescued vehicle can now begin its journey to recovery. Back in a more civilized setting, the long process of cleaning begins. The vehicle, once a muddy wreck, is now clean, its license plate visible. She drives off in the small tractor, her rescue mission complete. Another day, another dilapidated engine waiting for a second chance. A portable air compressor stands by, ready to assist in the repair. The vehicle's identity is revealed, its license plate a mark of its history. The paint is peeling away, revealing the bare metal beneath. Inside, the driver's face shows the frustration of a car that won't start. She struggles to open the rear door, another sign of the car's decay. She opens the hood, ready to confront the problems hidden within. The car's interior is worn and dirty, a space long neglected. Her finger rests on the worn ignition, a silent plea for it to work. She continues her diagnostic work from the driver's seat. Her expression is one of deep concentration as she works to solve the puzzle. Another tow is required to get the broken-down vehicle to the workshop. She drives the small, old tow vehicle, an expert in rescues. The tow continues down a rough, tree-lined dirt road. The journey is slow and careful. The rescued vehicle follows obediently behind. With the vehicle finally home, she begins the cleanup. She uses a powerful blower to clean the car's dirty interior. The blower kicks up a cloud of dust, years of neglect being blown away. The work is messy, but necessary for the restoration. The engine bay is cleaned with the same powerful blower. The battery terminals are heavily corroded and dirty. She carefully opens the battery caps for inspection. A wrench is used to work on a component deep beneath the car. A screwdriver is used to remove a screw from the dirty engine. A wrench works to loosen a bolt on the old, rusty starter motor. She carefully detaches a small electrical wire from the starter. Now she lies on a mat, working tirelessly underneath the lifted car. The dirty battery terminals are scrubbed clean to ensure a good connection. The work continues in the dark, hard-to-reach places under the car. Another view of the starter motor bolt being loosened. The painstaking work requires both strength and patience. Jumper cables are brought in, a sign that she will try to jump-start the car. Another part of the engine is carefully removed. The disassembly process continues. The jumper cables are connected to the battery terminals. The positive and negative clamps are carefully attached. A montage of the engine repair shows the complexity of the job. After the repair, a part is inspected by hand. The engine, though still dirty, has been partially restored. A wrench rests on a rusty pipe, a moment of stillness in the work. A man's hand holds a small black hose, part of the fuel system. A hand works on the old battery and its cable connections. A man kneels before the old, greasy engine, working on a hose. A close-up of the rusty suspension or frame components. A dirty hand removes a small black valve or nozzle. A spark plug is removed from the dirty old engine. A tool is used to remove a black part of the fuel injection system. A colorful cloth is used to wipe down a part of the greasy engine. The man works on a part of the fuel injection system. A close-up of a black fuel system component being removed. A dirty hand works on another small part of the engine. The man removes a metal component from the engine. A tool is used to remove another metal part. The disassembly of the engine continues. A red cloth is used to clean a small metal part. The man reinstalls a metal component into the engine. A close-up of the metal part being reinstalled. The reassembly of the engine continues with another part. The fuel injectors sit in a metal basin of black oil. A man's weathered hand uses a wrench on the old engine. Two pairs of hands work together on a small, rusty component. A hand removes a spark plug from the very old and dirty engine. A young woman opens the hood of a dark blue, old SUV. The old, dirty SUV is parked on a rough dirt road. A wide shot shows the old SUV in a rural, overgrown area. The scene shifts to a silver sedan stuck in the mud. The woman carefully removes an old blue motorcycle from the car's trunk. She sits in the driver's seat of the old, dirty car, trying to start it. The rear windshield is covered in dirt and grime. The dashboard has a carbon fiber decal but is still old and dirty. A hand checks the old, dirty tire, which may be flat. The woman and a man inspect the very old and dirty engine. The woman attempts to close the hood of the old car. The sedan is now being towed by an old, small truck. The woman removes the old, dirty seat from the car. Two people load the motorcycle into the back of the sedan. A hand removes a part from the car's door. The final shot shows the old, dirty sedan being towed away. The work continues. The car's floor is exposed, dirty, and littered with debris. A pair of weathered hands removes a small screw from a greasy part. The floor is covered in broken plastic, metal, and paper scraps. The front of the old silver car is scratched, dirty, and dented. A man removes the side mirror from the old silver car. A handheld vacuum is used to clean the extremely dirty car floor. A red hairdryer is used to dry the car floor after vacuuming. The old dashboard is decorated with a carbon fiber decal. A large rust hole is visible on the car's body. Black oil is poured into a part of the engine. A close-up of the throttle control component of the engine. A pair of dirty, weathered hands removes a small part from the engine. A full view of the old, dirty engine with its many wires and hoses. A part is reinstalled into the engine. A person is replacing the old, dirty spark plugs. The engine after some parts have been repaired. A close-up of a small part being removed from the engine. A person works on a part of the ignition system. A close-up of a removed spark plug. A final shot of a part of the engine. A hand removes a small, reddish-brown sensor from a suspension part. A person opens the car's fuse box. The fuse box is removed, revealing the fuses and relays inside. A view of the old, poorly maintained engine bay. A woman removes the torn and dirty rear seat of a car. A close-up of a very old and corroded bolt on the car's undercarriage. A wide shot of a heavily damaged old car in a dense wooded area. A woman tries to push the damaged car out of the bush. The woman hooks a tow chain to an old small green truck. She drives the small truck to tow the damaged car. The small truck tows the damaged car down a dirt road. Now in a new location, the woman dismantles parts of the car. A close-up of the woman working on the car's engine, removing wires. The woman continues to dismantle parts of the engine. A close-up of the woman working on the car's cooling system. The woman uses a wrench to remove a part from the engine. A close-up of the woman removing a fluid hose from the engine. The woman removes more electrical wires from the engine. The woman removes the car's carburetor. The woman continues to carefully and meticulously dismantle the very old engine. A long tool is placed through a hole in a rusty engine component. A young woman in a cream-white jacket intently inspects the old engine. She carefully uses a hand tool to work on the engine. A man's hand turns the crank on a red hydraulic jack under the car. A man uses his hand to loosen a bolt on the old power steering pump. A person dismantles an old, greasy carburetor in a metal basin. The disassembly of the small, intricate parts of the carburetor continues. A red cloth is used to wipe clean a part of the carburetor. The carburetor is carefully reinstalled back into the engine. Another engine part is carefully and meticulously reinstalled. The reinstallation of another engine component continues. The woman works under the car with the hydraulic jack. A wide shot of the car being repaired, the woman sitting beside it. The woman reinstalls the front part of the car. A man uses a power drill to remove a part from the car body. A close-up of a person working on a part of the engine. The woman works on an engine component, installing or removing it by hand. A close-up of a person working on another part of the engine. The detailed engine work continues. A wide shot shows the partially repaired car with the woman standing by, her work seemingly complete. A young woman in a white jacket carefully dismantles a part of a damaged car door. She inspects the heavily damaged front of an old red and black car. The interior of the car is dirty and degraded with exposed wires. The car's paint is completely peeled off, revealing the scratched metal underneath. Wearing a mask, the woman uses a grinder to clean the old paint from the rear of the car. She wipes down the car body with a red cloth. From inside the car, she inspects the dashboard. She begins to spray paint the car a bright blue. The new blue paint covers the old, damaged surface of the car. The painting is complete, and she gets into the newly blue car. The final shot shows the woman driving the restored car down a dirt road. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel at RepairGirl86 for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.